Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, we're here, we're here, we're here. Don't worry. 2 o'clock, I know. Let me just get everything else set up. I'm a bit late, as usual. Running late. My name's Blade, and welcome to Amberskies. Today, hopefully going to finish testing this framework of a launcher that I've been making, which could be interesting. Let's just make sure the channel's up and going. And that's correct, and we're live. Hello, viewers. Oh, no. Hello to you, my viewer. Thank you. Oh. Oh, coffee. Coffee needed. Yes, I am running late today. It's okay. Oh, there we go. Even the phone's telling me I'm running late. Thank you, phone. It took you a minute to wake up. Let's have a look. Let's get a computer together. Let's have a computer. Let's have Amberskies QT. Start. Should make a copy of it, shouldn't I? No. I'm not that fussy. I'm never that fussy. La 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 la. What happened to my music? Don't know. Never mind. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And if I remember rightly, we were just about to get involved with signals and slots, but I still got a query in the back of my mind running from yesterday. And that's about the exiting errors. So I just want to check to see if we've got those. Or still got crashing out of the other program, the launched program, in this case, test. Oh, got updates available. Okay, let's have a look. What do you got? What do you got for us? Oh, grub. Oh, that's important. Yeah. Well, let's have a look at you and see what you're up to. Okay. That looks okay then. Nothing much going on there. Okay. Lovely. I like it when there's nothing much going on there. There we go. Get you up. Anybody leave me any messages? Anything I needed to look at? Just check messages on the old email-y thingy for Amberskies at virginmedia.com. Get messages. How 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I gave you 5,000 on that, so nothing seems to be going on here. We can actually get that out a little bit as well. Lovely. That looks okay, doesn't it? Yeah, that'll do it. Can have a bit more space. Submit crash reports. I'm not bothered about that. Get involved. There we go. Right, that's that finished. Good. Development. Good. And I just want to run this, see what's happening. And are we actually running the process? That's the chat box. Oh yes, we just set up a chat box, haven't we? Add message. Is chat running? Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's okay. Start testing. Yeah. Right, I want to see what happens when I close. That was it. So it's application output I wanted to check. So we can start our test using this framework, and oops, don't want to close it. Start it again. Yeah, it does. It all works now. And if I exits with a code 0. Now start the chat, but this time use the X in the top right hand corner. Exited with code 0. Oh, right. We've got it right. Alrighty, yeah, we're on to signals and slots then. Yay! Wow. I'm not sure I need these, you know. I haven't really thought too much about these signals and slots. What we got? Well, let's just grab ourselves my notes from yesterday. Open recent ideas. There we go. Here's my notes. So I was looking at started, read ready, error occurred, and finished. Okay. Do we need the started signal because we've got it right? And do we need the finish signal because we've got it right? Not really. All we really seem to need are read ready and error occurred. If I'm being honest. So, okay, let's write these down. Chat H, please. Get rid of that one. Right, what signals do we have? Well, they're not our signals, are they? Signals. We'll do it here. Emitted across, emitted from process. Are they actually coming from Q process? This is going to be the fun bit where we find out. Yeah. Okay. We have started. We have ready read. Oh no. Ready read. And we have error occurred. Yeah, that one. And finished. Lovely. That's looking a little bit better. Which means we're going to need some slots. So where shall we have our slots? So ready read will be data in. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll call it data in. occurred. Can be error detected. Don't know if that needs anything or not. I'm not going to do the other ones yet. I was going to use that finish signal to do a boolean, but we've got isChat running and it works properly, so I don't need it. Wow, fantastic. So data in and error detected. So public slots, void data in. I don't know what we need for this at all. And the other one, error detected. I want to try and make this more readable. Don't know what that's got either, so we'll just go with it for now. Now we'll try and make them. So public slots, let's make an area for that. Okay, that is now 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's public slots. There we go. Go back to the header file, and we'll just have the other one as well, please. There we go. So we're set up, they don't do anything, which is good. What we do need to do, though, is connect them. So using the information that we've got, we can connect something. Do we have to start it before we can connect it up? Eek. That's a bad one. When it started, it's in past tense, so probably yes. Oh god, he's got a massive list. Alright, here we go. It's a void. Passing the command line arguments in arguments. Yeah. Error occurred. Yeah. Starting state and then started. Oh god. Yes, I do want this started. Queue process will emit. Alright, I think I've got it. So connecting this queue process. No. And queue, the address of queue process. And it started. It's that one there is a signal down the bottom. Started that one. And we're connecting it to this, comma, and chat, colon, colon, and we are receiving it in nowhere because we didn't do it. I do want it as well. Is chat running? We'll just call it chat running. Yeah. I'll have another one of these. Void, chat running we'll call it. Thank you, Muppet. That's very kind of you. You just wrecked another screen. Hey, up. We've got Soup World. Hey. Here's matey. Here's anything you need. Anything you need. I'm messing around with Qt, as you can see. I'm just trying to finish off today the framework for a launcher. It's basically going to be what the user sees first, but the end the final launch is also going to be on screen. It's going to be a full screen application, so the launch is going to be embedded within that, and it's going to be embedded in an interesting way if I can get everything right. So I'm literally on the finals today, just getting signals and slots set up and seeing if I can get them to work. We'll try chat running anyway on this. So are you up for programming, Soup World, or is that something different? Are you after something else, like games and things? Because I know I do games. That's tomorrow. I'm up against Aliens tomorrow. It's going to be ace. So it's going to be chat running is the slot. And I don't need anything else, do I? No, that'll do. So I'm going to leave that one as simple as that. All I want to do in chat running is throw out a message. Where's my message gone? Oh, Muppet, don't. Please. What have you done? Muppet's trying to program. Muppet is my cat. Last I saw you were doing something with SFML and OpenGL, I think. Yes. Are you still doing that, or has that been dropped? No, that was the research for what I'm doing now. I'm now building all the components for Amberskies, or Amber 3D. So last week I was building the framework for a TCP server. This week I am doing the framework for a program launcher. SFML, I nearly decided to use it last week, but I've stuck with Qt and I've fought my way through everything. So I'll be using Qt instead. If you want SFML or anything explained that I do in terms of SFML, I will quite happily write an SFML program for you, if that's what you're up for, if that's what you want to know about. If you specify anything at all that you want doing, let me know. I mean, I don't mind detours, you know me. I just like playing with code. I don't get paid for this, you know. So if you want me to play, I'll play. But at the moment, this is what we've got. We've got a process, hopefully. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I've been playing around with this Amber launcher using Qt. It says start chat because that was just a subject at the time that I was on. So As you see, opening a chat server opens a test box, close the test, start the test. Yeah, it's one of them. And if you exit, I want to see if it exits properly. Should do. Application output. Exit code 0. Everything exits properly. Yeah. So it's the reason I'm using Qt is because of QObject. It does memory management for you, where SFML doesn't. SFML doesn't do a lot of other things for you, like what I'm doing here, which is running processes, connecting signals and slots, and doing things like that. Also, this gives me a pre-made ECS system, which I might try and use. Otherwise, I can use my own ECS system, which I wrote 4 weeks ago. All of that can be seen on YouTube. But all of the dependencies that I wanted to know, can they work or won't they work, I've tested now. So I'm doing finals, I'm doing frameworks. So these are going to be the frameworks for the final programs. We have, under development now, we do have the NetDev. I want to pull this out next week. That's going to be next week though. Next week's going to be reorganizing this desktop, because I don't like what I've done. And also making the libraries. So NetDev will become a library, and AmberDev here will become a library. So all of these will be available to the final programs, for obvious reasons. And this is an easy library usage system as well. It has a very easy library usage system, and of course it's cross-platform. Yes. Anything that you're working on, Soup World? Anything you're working on or want to learn about? I mean, there's tons and tons of research that I could have done. I could have researched into HTML all the way through. This, by the way, here, this Q process, links into HTML and TCP, depending on what you want. I'm going to later on attempt to link it into TCP, I think. I might use HTML. I don't know yet. I don't like HTML. It's too open to abuse from the outside, if you know what I mean. I know what I mean. Because it's the kind of thing that I used to do. So I'm quite aware of what people would do, shall we say. So this looks as though it could work. If I now put a message in, so mchat box, so if I chat running, the way to test this is easy. Mchat box. I made one of these, chat box, didn't I? All we do is we can add a message. This time we can add it from, which messages have we got? Type 0 is white. I want a different one. No, we'll stay on. I don't know why I've just done that, because that doesn't really make sense, does it? That's irrelevant, but I was explaining something at the time, I remember. That if statement's irrelevant. That's default. Go on, I'll use system again, why not? I can use anything I want here, I can mess around as much as I want. Okay. So system, comma, and the chat server is running. Or running. That's a new way of spelling it. And that's all I need to do to test whether that signal and slot works. Okay, start chat. There you go. It's working. So that shows you how powerful this is. There's no central event loop because we're using event-driven programming. So we can actually give ourselves messages now. Instead of out to like a QD out to a console, we can now actually give ourselves proper system messages. And we can use this framework to run anything, really. And just use that box for system messages. In this case, we're just saying chat server because that's the subject of last week. And I thought it might be nice to continue the same subject. That was all. Instead of just saying, oh, it can be used for anything, I could put program there instead of chat server. Opening a program. The program is running. There you go. I mean, the test program, by the way, is just a program that I knocked together in 2 seconds and threw into the launcher. So if you have a look under debug, all I did was I created a test program and just threw it in here. This one here. So it's so easy to set things up. It's untrue on using Qt. That's why I like it. So the next one we've got is data in. So what we're going to do here is connect. And it's going to be this and Q process. I mean, this isn't going to surprise anybody what I do next. I put ready read. Ready. It's not coming up yet. Red Y. It'll come up then. Here we go. Ready read at the bottom. You can tell it's a signal because it's got like a little emitting type of lines at the end of it, as if it's trying to emit a signal. That's how you can tell it's a signal. And how can you tell it's a slot? Because when I do that and I put in this and it's chat, and we want data in, don't we? So when I put in data in, you can see it's a block with little bits like chipped out of one side, as if it's a slot, something you can slot into. So that's that one, and that's all I need. So that now takes the ready read and puts it in here. This is where we take the data in and send it to the chat. So we'll think about that some other time. So this will be receive data from process and send to chat box. That's what that's going to do. Okay, so that's that one done. Next. Error occurred, error detected. Alright, let's have that so we can deal with errors. And we can give ourselves an error message. Connect this, comma. You can see what's already going to happen here. And process. Yeah, and now I want it. Error occurred. No. And Q process. Thank you. Error occurred. We have actually just error we can have, or error occurred. Now I'm going to look at this one a bit more. It's void error occurred, queue process, process error, error. Queue process, process error, error. I should have had a look at ready read, shouldn't I? I'm an idiot. So it's telling me what I need. And just grab a pen quickly. Pen. Found it. So we're on this one error here, isn't it? It gives a queue process process error. And you can just call it error. Or something. I don't think it matters what you call that. I'll just note that. I'm glad I remembered this time. It saves me a lot of work when I remember to do things properly. Just chuck that on that keyboard. No, it won't fit on that keyboard. There, just chuck it there. Error occurred. Whoops, in the wrong place now. There we go. And that's comma. This. Comma. And I call it error detected, didn't I? So it's and chat. I don't know how many people have messed around with Qt. Once you get into it, it's really, really nice and easy. You can set up things with loops, while loops for like a program loop. You can do your own, or you can use theirs. You can use their event system, or you can combine the two. And there you go. Error detected has those little cutouts in it. So it's not a function. Those are functions. That's a slot, and that's a signal. So you can see the differences. There we go. Error detected. This is going to be interesting. Because now I have to put it in here, don't I? Queue. Process, because I'm going to have to create an error now. What was it? Process error. Error. And if I just click on the light bulb, it fixes this one here. So it actually fixes things for me, which is very kind of it. Now what I can do is I can use that error. What format is this? Is it a number? It'll be a number. It's an integer. Yeah. So what we would do is we would send that to our chat box. And we would send it from here. So we'd have to get those values. Put by queue process. Value. It's a constant. Lovely. I can just send it straight through then. For now, I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to do... No, I'm not going to be lazy. Why the hell am I going to be lazy? If error... This is a constant, isn't it? So I can just put error equal to 0. That's illegal. And then after that, I can put something like m_chatbox. Add message. And it would be system, of course. No, it wouldn't. It would be error, wouldn't it? Ooh. Ooh. Let's just put that into the main open in help mode, please. So, where did it go? I'll reopen it in a minute. And the message would be error, if I've got error. Public, normal, private, admin, system, no. We haven't got error. So we'll add that to our list of enum types, because we haven't got it. We will go chat, and it will be error. And in this case, we're just going to keep on the same thing. Chat, server, failed to start. And that's it. So you have to put lovely. And then it's else if, for reasons I explained. And you just put error is equal to 1. And that would give you m_chatbox. Let's do them all anyway. Chatbox, add message. You see how easy it is to program now? Because literally with Qt, you invent your own language. I mean, this isn't C++. These are all my variable names. What I'm given is this by Qt. I can then use all of the variable names that I've set up to make it readable, as it were. Error, comma, message, whatever. F1 again. There's 5 of them. So that's 1. So I've got 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all we need is a list of errors. Cool. Let's get ourselves a list of errors. There we go. So that would be chat, server, crashed. I'll give that an exclamation mark. No, a dot exclamation mark. No, don't put the dot. Yes. That's proper English. And that's 3. Should be. Very, very... it crashed. What should we have for the next one? I'll put chat, server, timed out. What that means is it never started. It's one word. And that's dot tuplings. The next one is a write error. that really is error while transmitting message. Full stop, single pling. You're wondering why the different plings? It's priorities for my mind. I'm using it as priority markers. Read error. Error while receiving messages. Full stop and single pling. Okay. And the last one is just unknown error occurred. How many of those have we seen? Unknown error occurred. Yikes. And that's what I think about that. Alrighty. So that's got our error processing done. It is that easy. If you're wondering what this line is, it's just for me to say, hey, watch out, you're getting a bit long on your messages. But this kind of thing, I'm not going to split it into multiple lines, although I should. So that's all you do. So now we have to create an error. How can I do that? I'm not going to do a ready read yet, because I don't quite know how I'm going to set that up. Right, I'd create an error by going back to Amber Launcher and forgetting to check if it's running. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's make sure we can build it first. Yeah, that's okay. Clean up the output, please. So I know there is an error. Chat server is running. Process is already running. Opening the chat server. Why does it open it again? Instead of catching the error. Oh, that's because we made a mistake in the code. Process is already running. Isn't an error. Haha. Queue process start. Hold on a minute. Does that mean I want that in there? Well, no, I don't, because I won't have the error. Okay, how can I make an error? Alright, let's try a different way of doing it. By putting Q in front of that, just for, it looks right. It looks right. It looks as though we should be doing that. Let's try building. Oops, exit this. Get rid of everything. The program, yeah, I bet it has. Tons of rubbish came up because I haven't done it properly. Oh, unused variables. I need to switch those off to get on my nerves. Alright, let's try running it again. We try and start. Chat server failed to start. And it's in white, notice. Ooh. Oh, it's going mental. It's going lots and lots. We didn't clear the error afterwards. you need to clear the error. I've never seen that one before. That's new to me. So after detecting the error and reporting the error, we need to do something else afterwards. It was something somebody said a long time ago, about 5 years to me, about receiving data in through events. You pass them on. Or you kill the error. That has to be cleared. Interesting. I bet it didn't say that in the goddamn manual. No, it doesn't. See error. Returns the type of error that occurred last. Ah. Okay. See also state. Returns current state, yeah, okay. Error. This is not getting me much. This is not getting me much at all. I wonder where the buffer's stacking. I think we should. No. Can't. I think it's because I'm incomplete on something here. Okay, let's just go over to the chat box anyway. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. If... Yeah. Type... Done it again, haven't I? It's else if... Type is equal to 5. Set text color to QT colon red. Do. Message dot clear. No. There's one of them. Is null. Returns true if the string is null. That's not quite what I wanted to do. I want to delete it, not detect. Alright, we'll start at the bottom of the list. I could just put it equal to nothing. Numbers, compares. Oh god, this has got a lot of operators. starts with squeeze. That sounds fun. What does that do? Releases any memory not required to store the character data. Alright, that's just memory management. There's our split string. Section, no, don't want that. Right, reserve, no, resize. No. No. I'm just going to do it the easy way, aren't I? Is message a pointer? It's an address. Remove. Pushback, prepend, normalize. Okay, mid, local length. Indexes. Inserts, indexes. Wow, you can do a lot with these. Contains, compare, chop. No, all the arguments are pendings. Alright, no. Alrighty. I'm not allowed to do that. No viable overload. No viable overload, because that's what I wrote in the first place. Okay. Can you do it on a char? Expected expression. Didn't get anything. Alright. No, I don't think you can do that. How do you delete messages in this game? Delete message. No. Oh, it's const. Oh, that's why I can't do anything. Ah. Eek. Okay. I'm going to think about that one. That's interesting. Anybody know why it does 2 on the second one and 3 on the third? It's detecting more. It's giving me all of the errors that have ever been ever happened. Okay, so if I change that to can't do that. Q process. I don't need to do that. I can just say process error. Type equals error. No. Which means I don't actually need this. Weird. Okay. Oh, we got that going wrong, haven't we? Oh. Oh well. Okay. Oops. Nope, still does it. That's absolutely amazing. Remove. Obviously it's not that that's doing it. So it doesn't do what I expected it to. At all. I wonder if it's just copying the last message sent over. Don't know. Okay, m_chat box add message from system. Seek advice from your admin. They always put that in, don't they? I want to see. I'm enjoying this because it's more of a challenge. When Qt does certain things, it becomes a challenge. I want to get rid of all of this lot now. I've had enough of the U lot. Control / There we go. Is that done? Save. Control / save. That takes that out. Cleans our build up. And can we get rid of these? Thank you. Right. That's interesting. That is really interesting. I'm going to write this one up. As what the hell's going on? Hey, Qt, what are you doing? You're double eventing me. Does that mean it's going to send that out every single time no matter what I do? Yeah. Interesting. I'm gobsmacked. I wasn't expecting this. I think it should lock your system down. But I can't. I don't think this should be processed here then. If there's an error here, maybe we should be sending it back to the launcher to deal with the errors. Because if the launcher deals with the error, it can block the button, which is not being done at the moment. I could be more intelligent about this and do it in a more intelligent way. Okay, so how I would get around this problem in a more intelligent way is probably to have Amber Launcher deal with the errors. But there is another way of doing it. Of course there's another way of doing it, there always is. What you do is that. It really is that, and where it says is chat running, what we can do is we can add bool has error occurred. Now we could send back an int or an error. No, we don't send back an int. He'll use it as a bool at this point. And we do it properly. Okay, let's do that. Let's see how we can do that. So return false. Because we don't expect one to. If m_error is greater than or equal to 0, unsigned enum expression. Are you joking me? You are joking me. You're going to hold me to an enum? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Stuff you, int. I can do that. I can do an int. Int is greater than or equal to 0, then return true. Okay. So has an error occurred, true or false? And we're using error, which we haven't set. And that equals -1, obviously. Down here, we will take error equals, and it's going to be error, but it's going to say, no, you can't do that. Or does it? Oh, they've put their enums in ints. Oh, of course. That's lovely. Okay. And that'll block the launcher here. If underscore chat has error occurred, return. There we go. I think that should do it. Start. Yep, blocks the button completely. That's one way of doing it. I don't think it's the right way of doing it. I think we should be dealing with the error up here and not putting it into the chat box. But as this is just a framework, I think I want to handle it in chat. As a framework, that works because there's no real slowdown in the program, because this is just a GUI program. No speed is required. Interesting. Right, so I've got that working. In a way. But it works properly. And I'm taking that out because I don't believe in that kind of stupid thing. You will be the admin of the system, so you will want to know what the error is for your own purposes. Right, so we now have an error channel in red. And a system channel in yellow. So things are looking up. Oh God, what am I doing? Where are we up to? I've forgotten now what I was doing now. Okay, error occurred, we've done that one. Error detected, and finished we want as well, don't we? Ready read I didn't look at. That's what I didn't do. F1. Signal is emitted, and it's just empty. Once every time new data is available for reading from the device's current read channel, it will only be emitted again once new data is available. Tell that to the error system. Well, I haven't looked all the way through the error system, so it's not Qt's fault, it's mine for not knowing more. And I should do, really. Right. So we've got chat running, data in, error detected. Might as well add that to here. What did I do in chat running? Oh yeah, I just put the message up because it doesn't affect anything. Again, finished. What can we call it? Let's give it a name. May as well do it. It's a frame. It's part of the framework. call it chat. Chat. I'm gonna call it finished. I nearly called it shutdown then, which is what I would have preferred, but we haven't actually got a shutdown. Oh, darn it. Sorry. We haven't done a shutdown. Drinks. I mean, this is another question I need to ask. Here, really. You'll find these all over my programs. Call it chat finished. Alright, let's get on with it. I'll give it that. Alright, void chat finished. Yeah, we'll do that. Refactor. Add it in. And that's just going to send through a message that chat has shut down. And that's a system message, isn't it? So yeah, that's going to be m_chat box. Chat server has shut down. I'm not liking it here, putting it here. What I would normally do is put that to just run a shutdown. And then I can detail the shutdown as I please. I can program that as I like. So I'm not happy having that like that. Yeah, because we've got an init. So really we should have a shutdown. And void. I'll just use void for now. Shutdown. And chat is what I would do there. So really I would prefer that. And all I would do is chat server is now shut down. I would replace that with that. You're thinking why? Why the extra thing? Because the extra thing means that we can shut down in two different ways. We can request a shutdown without having the chat server physically within a close button. Because remember, our chat server is a console application and will not have a close button. So there's two ways it could finish. We as an admin can send it a command saying shut down, or we could have something happen and it'll finish that way using events. If it finishes, I want to know using events. So there we just put in shutdown chat. Like that. Let's try running that. Oh, wait a minute, still got my errors in, haven't I? Take my errors out. Might help. Edit, no, build, clean. I want a clean build, please. Alright, let's have a look at the compiler output this time. It's added to threading, yes, good. Fantastic. Alright. That's gone really well. Wow. Application output. Okay. Now everything should work as expected. It doesn't shut down there, does it? Ah. It'll go in there as soon as... It's doing this double thing again. I think I've got a problem with my virtual thing. Something's going on here which isn't correct. Yeah, something's happening here. Testing is still running. Something not right. I need to restart my system. Yes, not good. Interesting though. 1 second. Make sure I've taken all of my silly errors out. Okay, errors are out. Errors are out. Oh, I didn't. Well, of course it's not going to work. Duh. I can block the button. No, you can't do it that way. I know what's happening. First of all, I didn't put the connect in, so let's do that. That might help. And it's and queue a process, and it's colon finished. There's the signal. Int exit code. I didn't know it had an int exit code, but there we go. Chat finished. Int exit code. I'll pop you on. Thank you for that, QT, for telling us. That does help us a lot when it does things like that. That becomes exit code. Okay. Which means shutdown now needs an exit code. Yeah. And that updates you. Okay, done. I'm going to have to put a plus on the end. equals exit code dot to I int to I to yeah. I don't need that though. And that goes there. And will it do it? I don't think so. No, this is bad. No, 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 no. Exit message. Okay. Q string. Let's make an exit message. Equals chat server has shut down with exit code colon space. Exit message plus equals exit code. Conversion loss, integer precision. Int to char. Oh. Brains failed. Totally failed. My apologies. It's append. To int to oh god. Can't use pushback. Resize section. Key string and set num. Oh right. Sets a string to a printed value of n in the specified base. Okay. I understand. I can use set num. Should be just to int. Here it is. Oh no, that's to int. Ah. Returns a string converted to an integer. I'm thinking of this the wrong way around. Again. I want integer to ASCII. It's from. uint32. No. This is an overloaded function. What? Okay, let's have a look at A63. Oh, I see what you're doing. I just need... Godfathers. I just need this thing here. It's that. Copy link address. No, I don't need to. Qstring. Yeah, you just put number in there, don't you? Sheesh. That's a weird way of doing things. I'm just not used to that, so... We need an extra line. It is Q string and it's going to be code num equals Q string number or set num exit code. I've forgotten all about these little weirdosities and different ways of doing things. So that equals that plus code num. There we go. And that's your exit message. I'm just wondering whether we should stop the start button, so it has to be re-enabled. No, not in this instance we don't. Alright, okay. We are getting some weird effects, but yeah. Finished is going to where? Chat finished. Comma. This. Comma. And chat. I need a break. And that is chat finish, please. That one there. The one I made. This is the one I made earlier. There we go. No matching member function. Yes, there is. Always do it that way. How did I spell it? I've done something wrong. C-O-N-N-E-C-T. Can anybody see what I've done wrong? It might not be in queue process. Queue process. Colon, colon. F. Yeah, it's there. There's the signal. Finished. I might have to use signals and slots. I did do it right, didn't I? Yeah, I did it right. Oh dear, I've got an error and I don't know why. Not viable. No overload of finished matching const char star for second argument. What? I'm not fixing their stuff, no. It's nothing to do with me. Is this one of those silly ones? It is, isn't it? Oh. Grr. There you go, I said it. I said it, grr. Which means at the moment I can't do that for some reason. There's a different way of doing it. We will find that as we go. Obviously, that's what I'm here for. Well, obviously that now comes up. But queue process finished doesn't work the way I think it does. Actually, let's not do that. Let's find out. There's two ways of skinning. There's more ways of skinning a cat. Don't listen, Muppet. Don't listen, Muppet. It's already safe. So instead of doing that, I'm going to put this. Yeah. finished, open. Int, it was exit code, wasn't it? We're using. Doesn't matter what you put in here, you don't need to put that in if you don't want to. That's my slot. Alright. That'll be queue process, won't it? Okay, no. Yeah, it is, it's this. We don't have that slot, which is interesting. What I'll do is I'll try and put the signal in now. Signal. And that will be chat finished. And that will be int. Exit code. Doesn't matter about whatever you call it there. Doesn't really matter. And I've done it the wrong way around. Of course, like an idiot, that's the signal. DAR, and that's the slot. I haven't got enough doobies. Another one, please. Thank you. There you go. Works. Yep, that compiles. So I don't know why. It's something to do with the way it handles this integer exchange. Isn't matching up on this way of doing your connections, which is cleaner, I think. But I don't know if it really matters. If you want to use signal and slot, or whether you want to use this to this. I mean, this is more definitive. This tells you where it's coming from exactly, rather than anything else. Because you've got to remember, we're on inherited. So it's actually coming from the inherited part, the signal, and we're going to receive it in the part that we're writing. That's the basics of that. This one doesn't show that. Sometimes it will ask if it's unsure. If it's ambiguous, it'll say ambiguous, and then you would put in there queue process : : That's interesting. Start chat. Chat is running. Close chat. Doesn't say anything. Start chat. Gives a load of errors. Exit. And it's giving us this one as well. It's not closing down properly now. No such signal chat finished int exit code in Amberdev chat. I don't think that's correct. Alrighty, so the finished one isn't working. Remove. That's all I'm going to say. Remove. I'm not keeping it in if it's not going to work. There you go. Why not? That's how to program. I'm not sure I want that in exit code now. So I'll take that out. Which gets rid of those two. And that gets rid of that. Simplifies everything, I can tell you. Never be afraid. Never ever be afraid to delete something out of your system and come back to it later. You're better off having a system that works rather than one that doesn't, that is now not used. Okay, so on shutdown. I don't think we're checking it anywhere, are we? I haven't even done the send message yet. The button clicked send message. We haven't done that. Chat. Always use your stuff. Shut down chat. There we go. Just in case we need to do anything. So it'll only do it on close, but who cares? You're never going to see the message, are you? Well, you will do for a fleeting second. Okay. Build. Now rebuild, please. No, clean. I want a full, clean rebuild. Undefined reference in mock. I thought we just deleted those. Why are you not getting rid of the mocks? Edit. Which one's this in? Chat. Chat age. Did I not get rid of it? No, I didn't. That's why. Rebuild all. Right, that's a total fresh build, but I'm not happy with that. Right. Build. Clean. File. Lovely. Right. And a restart. So, I need a break. Oh, it's nearly 4 o'clock anyway. But we've got it done. Just do a restart on this. That's the correct program now for signals and slots. All you have to do is hook up the write to a writing function and the read to a reading function. And that is it. That's all you have to do. I think you use qbyte arrays. Probably. I think I'm trying to make this as simple as possible without putting any frills in it. Although I've added a bit more than maybe I should with the colours and things. But hey ho, bonus. I like to play around with code. That's what I do. That's what I do best, should I say. Getting different codes to work in different ways. Okay. So what I want to do now is open up Qt Creator. Good. Anything in on the mail? Come on, we're nearly at 4 o'clock. Nope, nobody wants me to look at any mail from Amberskies at virginmedia.com. Okay. I'll close that then for now. Amber Launcher, please. I should have clicked on that first. Now default's got it. Current. Thank you. I want it as current. I want a build that's fully cleaned. And a build. That's important. All done? You're all done? Yes? Yes. Just close. That's fine. So, in Amber Launcher, let's see what we've done. It's in debug. Alright, so what we have created is a program. Here. Here it is. Okay, so this is our program. And that's our framework. All you have to do is complete the send and receive, so the out and the in to whatever that is. There's no send button and there's nothing in message. You can't click in there. Well, you can, but all you're going to do is get that copy. So you can copy messages out. You can click in there. Yeah, so that can be altered. It's not being read, but these are... Actually, I haven't shown you how to do that, have I? Alright, we'll take this in as a queue string. It's queue... Is that a label or a line edit? Not sure. Let's find out. I'll just show you how to do that before I leave it. At this point anyway. I'm not leaving it forever, obviously. I want to... Alright, so back up here where the buttons are. Amber Launcher. So on send message clicked, what you would need to do is get a queue string or something. Something like queue string message out equals, and it would be UI I don't even know which one it is. This is message out, isn't it? That one there. So label it as message out, and the other one here is your name. Did I not do it? Yeah, message out and your name. Okay. So what you would do is you would take those, well, You need to take that as when you start the chat. So that's that done. So first of all, name things properly. That helps everything. So message out, UI, blah blah, and it would be not that, of course. Just put do free on there to stop all the errors. So UI, your name, message out, correct. That's all right. And then what we do is put message out equals UI. Why aren't you there? And it's dot text or whatever. What is it doing? I don't know. It doesn't update very properly. Why? Why isn't it updating? Just do a rebuild on that. That should update it. The UI has now been modified to that. Reopen this. Equals UI. There it is. It's a queue line edit. UI Amber Launcher message out. So queue line edit should be able to give you something. Message out. Read only, no. I hate these things because they have so much they can do. I just want to read it. Huh? Text. Requires changing the dot to a pointer. Okay. And that'll give me a Q string. There we go. So I'll message out. You would send that to mchat message out. And we have got that, have we? Oh no, I've got incoming data. We didn't put in outgoing because I'm an idiot. Init chat is running. How's that shut down? I've got slots data in. And we should have a void data out. And we'll do it with a Q string at the moment because that seems to be what we've got. Message out. Like that. Like that. So this is it. We're finished. We've done it. We've got every function we need to complete this. All I'm going to do is put in m_chatbox, add message, comma, message out. What message type do we want? Normally 0, public, private, admin, system, error, and well, you're the admin, aren't you? So this will be an admin message. Okay. So we'll put that one in. It just sounds good. It sounds good if we put you as admin. There we go. Oh, right. It's not. Get out of it. Stupid thing. We know how to do that because we've got something called is it running? We've got to check for that anyway, have we? Is chat running? Yeah, we've got to check here. So if that is true, then we'll send the message. Otherwise, at this point in time, we won't, because that's not what I'm trying to achieve at the moment. What I'm trying to achieve is the structure in a meaningful way. And that will work, except we don't have a colour for admin. Admin is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah, we'll just do this one here. We'll take a 3. You can do case, switch case, if you want, but I never use it. I never use that for some reason. Don't want QT. That I want light. No. Light grey is the best you can give me. Oh well. Let's see if we can spot one. There was a dark there, wasn't there? No. Where are all the colours gone? There's supposed to be a load of genetic colours in here. Generic, sorry, not genetic. Have we got orange? No. Green. There you go. Do some proper colours, Blades. Please, please, please. So if we now use send message, it will activate our send message area. We can't test the receivings because we haven't got a program for that. Haven't made that program yet. Okay, yeah. And then we would go mchat. Data out. And that would be message. That's it. It'll come up in green. We didn't check his running. I am stupid. Bum, 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 bum. There. If open brackets is chat running, there you go. That's the first time you've seen me do that, because I don't like doing it that way. You see, now what you've got is an if statement, and you're running everything within an if statement. You should never do that, because these brackets matter. These are context brackets. So if we make any variables within this context, or want to store information within this context, as soon as we pass that bracket there, it'll all get destroyed. And you have to be careful when programming about these brackets. That's why we have to use these strange variables here, which I call member variables, which will exist for the whole object or class. Because the local ones don't. They die on the final bracket. Which is why I don't make a bool variable equal true or false, because it's a waste of time. You're creating a bool variable, and then you're going to destroy that bool variable at the end. So you may as well just return true or false. Speeds things up, saves your memory getting massacred. This is bad because that's going to cause a separate operation, whereas if we get rid of that and we get rid of that and we put the old not in there and just put in a return, there you go. Yeah, isn't that cleaner? And it keeps everything within the function then, rather than going deeper into another set of brackets. There you go. So I think that's cleaner. Just a thing about how to make your functions smaller. No function should be big. The only reason why this function has so many lines in it is because it's got that many options. Whereas normally a function is only doing one thing. Or does that not make sense? I mean, the init one is going to be the largest by far, because that has to do all the connects. But hey ho. And as you can see, it's still empty. It's just got my notes in. But I'll leave them there for now anyway, because this is still under development. This doesn't get cleaned out until development finishes. That can be cleaned up. Yeah. These errors could go to an error logging system rather than to the chat box. I don't like them going to the chat box like this, because they are going to mess things up. And they should really be going to an error log. But only log your errors on your shutdown. Interesting. Yeah, that would be the way to do it. Log an error, not like this, to a file. So let's send it out to a file, and that we can look at afterwards. I think that alteration needs to be cleaned. Yeah, error checking needs to be cleaned up an awful lot there. All we need to really know is the number and what caused it, which was a chat process error. So you'll put chat : process error or something in here. God knows. Chat error detected, that's it. And then you would put the error number and you would log that in a style that means something. Otherwise, nothing happens. Get messages. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. It'll have a max storage space, usually about 255 characters, but on today's machines, it could be something like 512k. So about half a meg or something can be stored in here with your up and downs. Yeah. There you go, it's working. That's working. That's working. That's a mess. So yeah, we have to close that button off. Right, I know how that's done. Yeah. If we close it, it's not telling us, is it? My problem is that closed there. It knows. But it's not telling anybody. You see, what I'm tempted to do is to close the button off. All you do is this: m_error equals 0. If I build and run that, I can't get this rubbishy thing that's happening. If I start the chat now and I close the chat, I can't restart it. See, it's not even started. Nothing, it just stops. Stops working altogether. And that's possibly the effect you're after. But is it the right one? Because I'm actually saying, ooh, we've still got an error hanging around within this program. Right, So I need to write this up, otherwise it's not going to make sense. This is a hack to stop buttons working after the external program is closed by itself. No messages appear for this type of closure. This needs more research, which is why you have researchers. Thank God I am one. And Ned is a good chap, but we'll let him off the research business. He's not very good at it. That's it. We're past 4 o'clock. Any questions? Anybody want to say anything? Questions? Want me to change track for next week? Because it's going to change track next week. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing next week. I think I'm going to be starting part of the 3D stuff. And if that's the case, I'm doing shaders. Unless somebody else wants something else doing. Yes? No? Okay. Oh dear. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. If we can get more people watching the live stream instead of watching the YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, if you actually... I think everybody who's watching at the moment does know how to see the YouTube channel. But in case you don't, we have... I don't know what I've got up in here. Oh yeah, by the way, on Twitch, I keep forgetting to say... channel, please. The channel, please. There we go, it's saying things to me. We've got these things. I'm not going to say anything else about that. I'm not that kind of person. On YouTube, we're Amberskies. We're growing in subscriptions, which is absolutely amazing me. Not certain stuff, putting up with that World of Warship stuff, which I always keep an eye on. Let's see, where are we up to? Yeah, this is 5, and there are people starting to take notice of this. So I'm expecting over the next month for this to grow in popularity, as the QT stuff has done in the past. And next week is shaders, but it's going to be 3 days of shaders, not just the, oh, this is how you do shaders. But I also need a week very soon where we sit down. I think that's going to be the beginning of December, and we sort all the code out into libraries, because we're getting to the stage where this code is becoming very useful. We've got a server, we've got a launcher, and I know that launcher can talk to the server because Qt tells me it can. Otherwise, yeah. What have I got over here? Let's have a look in this drawer. I've got a drawer over here. Yes, we have that. So, what do you think? Do you think this is worth doing? Do you think we're building more and more? I mean, we've got Amberskies development. We've now got the launcher. This could be cleared out now, can't it? So that could be cleared out now. Really? Oh, that was that testing program I quickly created. Just get rid of that a minute. Let's just clean out this. And make sure I've got the working copies. Because these will have all altered knowing me. Paste. Okay, so that's all the files. Yeah, that's all the files. Everything will work quite happily there. Yeah. Next week is... yeah, okay. Next week is going to be open GL shaders. Didn't work, never mind. I don't know why I bother. There you go, OpenGL shaders with an S on the end. How do you get that different? How do you make these bigger? What's this say? Oh right, I didn't know you could do that. What is going on? Oh well. I can't do it now. Oh right, it goes. Yeah. Next week we'll do good. We'll do shaders, I think. I'll put shaders up. Any people might want other stuff. If you do, you've got a weekend to tell me in, of course, on YouTube. Tomorrow I am on the Long War, Impossible. The impossible setting of Long War, which is XCOM Enemy Within. And on Sunday, of course, I've got a little gem install for a bit of sailing, a bit of fun. So, yeah, we'll do that. In the meantime, take care and have fun.